Welcome everybody back to my channel. I'm Leo Garcia and let's get started in today's question. Today's question is car finance trouble. It reads, hopefully someone can help me. I was in a relationship with a partner, got a car on finance in her name, but I drove the car mainly. I came home one day to find a letter and she had left and took the car. She stopped paying it and had to hand it back early. Now she owes money and she has sent a solicitor letters claiming I should pay due to me driving it and my name on the logbook at the time. I contacted the finance company and they told me it was against their terms that I was even driving it, that it was nothing to do with me, and the debt falls on her, so I cannot make any payments. Thank you. And that's the end of the question. So it sounds like she's trying to get you to pay for half the car, but the car, it doesn't say here if it was a lease or loan for the vehicle that y'all had. But she lost it. She came back to you. She left you. She came back and she's looking. Now here's the thing about this. You're not liable for this because legally you're not liable because your name wasn't on the loan or wasn't on the lease if y'all had a lease or a loan for it. So you're not financially tied to it. Morally, if you would like to help her and you're in a place financially secure for that, then yeah, you can help her. But the main thing here is no, you're not liable to help her, and no, they're not. The debt company will not take your money if you're trying to pay. If you're trying to get information from it, they will not do anything. Now, you could send her a check for it, but I wouldn't just hand anybody money, especially your ex, when she just one day left a letter and took off with the car and didn't give you an excuse of why she left. She just left. So legally, you're not tied to it. You don't need to make a payment. Morally, if you want to, do the right thing because you feel that since you did drive the car mainly to help her with half of the vehicle, whatever she owes on it or whatever the lease was left for it, you can. But it's only if you're in a position to where you can help. Because if you have financial problems and you're trying to help someone else out, you can't help someone else that's drowning while you're drowning. You got to make sure you're good first. Like I said, morally, you can do something, but legally, you don't have to. You're not liable for anything. Even if she's sending letters saying, hey, or having people send you letters saying, hey, you need to pay. Legally, your name was not on there. And even when you said you went to the finance company and you weren't even supposed to be driving the car, they're saying. So, like I said, legally, there's nothing that you have to do here. She has no standing ground on you. Morally, like I said, if you want to help her out, you can. But sending her the money or giving her the money and then trusting her to go pay that'd be kind of, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. So that's on that. I mean, going forward, don't get vehicles with other people that you might not trust, especially if they're your girlfriend or your boyfriend. I mean, you got to be careful with that because unless y'all married or y'all been in a very long-term relationship, I wouldn't just get a vehicle with anybody. I would get my own vehicle, let them have their own vehicle, and just leave it at that because just like you said here, one day you just came home and you found a letter and the car was gone. And that was it. I mean, that was a sucky day to come home. Jesus. I wouldn't know what to do. But that's based on my opinion too. That you're not liable for anything. And morally, if you want to help out because you got a conscience and you want to do right, then yeah, you can give her half or whatever it's owed on. But no, I wouldn't just take it on upon myself to, oh, I gotta pay this. No, not your responsibility. But other than that, that's my advice for this young man. Question came in from the UK. Other than that, guys, I got a quick small question in here that I'm going to sneak into this video too. So the question reads, car finance troubles. Everybody's having car troubles. I mean, when it's getting close to doing your income tax returns, I mean, everybody starts looking to buy cars and just go out and find a new vehicle when tax season comes around. So that might tell you something. Just be careful going out there. This one's car finance troubles. And it's a small question. It's real quick. And they're just asking for someone just to give a little quick advice. So it reads, so I, parentheses, stupidly co-signed for a car with my sister. You don't co-sign with nobody. Never co-sign for nobody. I mean, even if it's your sister, your mom, your dad, don't co-sign for nobody, guys. 2016 Dodge Dart. That's a nice car. That is. With over 600 monthly payment and a 22% interest. Holy crap. 600? And that car wasn't that good. Not 600, no. At 22%, well, then again, I shouldn't say nothing because when I was young, I financed my SUV at 24%, and that is so stupid. You don't do that. You go to your own bank and you get you don't go get a loan for an in-house loan from the car dealership at 22%. That is way too much. Way too much. You would go to your credit union bank, you would go to somewhere to another bank and get something way low. That is too high. Like I said, I did it at 24%. So that's a no on that. I got scammed hard, but it seems the only thing we can do is make payments until we can refinance. Yep, that's all you can do until you can refinance. I mean, pay as much as you can towards the principal. So like that, when you do go to your local bank and try to get it refinanced, it's low enough to where they'll refinance for you, and hopefully they will, because you don't want to be at that. That's high. Are there any other options other than having it repossessed? Okay, so you're looking to get rid of it if you want to. So other than repossess and refinancing, the next thing you would do is try to sell it, sell the vehicle. So whenever you get the money for the vehicle, hopefully you're able to get the full amount for the vehicle. You don't say here how much it's worth or the blue book value of it, but you would want to look for the blue book value, see if you could sell it. If you sell it, get that money turned around, pay it off, get the title, hand the title back to the new owner that you bought it from. And that would be your best bet, and try to get rid of the vehicle yourself and sell it. And if they can't give you enough, you would probably have to end up getting a small loan from your local credit union bank and pay the difference off yourself. But you want to get rid of this vehicle as soon as possible, because at a $600 monthly payment at 22%, that's killing you. I mean, rent nowadays, food, with utilities, I mean, that's all enough for us to pay on. But with a $600 monthly car payment, that's a lot. So that's my recommendation, is to turn around, because you don't want to repossess it, because they're going to turn around and try to get the money back from you, whatever they lose. And if the bank won't refinance the car for you because it's way too high, the only other option I can give you is to turn around and sell it, sell the vehicle, and take out a small loan from the bank, pay it off, get the loan, or get the title, hand it the title to the next owner that got it, and that's all. That'd be your only chance, because instead of say that the you're paying, that car is going for $14,000, the car's only worth like 7, maybe 8, and the person's only willing to pay you the blue book value of maybe $7,000 or $8,000. That means you would have to get the remaining balance from your bank, you would go get a loan, a personal loan, and you would just pay that off, you know. So say the car is worth, you know, you bought it for 13, but it's only worth what, $8,000. You would want to go get the difference and pay that off, because you'd rather owe the smaller difference than the whole $13,000 at 22%. Holy crap! At $600 a month. Come on. The smart thing would be, yes, to sell that vehicle. Because if you let it get repossessed, they will come for you in the difference of the vehicle. Because they'll sell that vehicle for maybe $3,000, and they'll come for you for the remaining 10. If the car's worth if they sold it to you for 13. I made up that number. I don't know what they sold it here. You didn't specify what they sold it for, but yeah, that's way too much. But that's my recommendation for you, is to sell it and take a small loan out, and to cover the difference if there is anything left, and just get rid of that car. And hopefully next time you buy a car in cash. Not everybody needs a Dodge Dart or a Dodge Magnum or a Challenger. I mean, you could do good with a Honda, a Toyota, you know, a small vehicle. You know, everybody doesn't need the latest vehicle out in the street to impress people that you have no business impressing. You know, you need to just make sure you're watching out for you and your finances, because that right there is a whole lot. Other than that, guys, that was the question, and that was intense. That was an interesting question for me anyway. It takes me back to my days when I used to make dumb purchases on vehicles. Other than that, guys, like my videos, comment. If you want to leave me a comment, go ahead and leave me a comment or a question. Maybe I can give you help you out with your finances, or if you have any car questions or anything like that, and then with finances, leave them down there, and subscribe to keep up with more videos I'll be putting out there. So other than that, guys, don't stop investing, and take care.